Right, folks, welcome back. Will be the culmination of what has been a bumper's day of schools rugby at Port Elizabeth. 40-yard rugby matches today, and it's all down to Grey High School and Northwood boys. With me is Kennedy Timber, other side of the mic now. Kennedy, have you had a good day so far?
Yeah, it's been a good day, and watching some excellent schoolboy rugby. I mean, we could see how this game that was played just before us between Selborne and JP ended. Thrilling ending, and that's how we like our schoolboy rugby.
Right, Selborne and JP quite a match, but here's the Grey High School first team, captained by Theo Rippins at number 8, and Matthew Easton is the vice captain at number 10. One change from their run on last week against Hudson Park. Henry from Mark comes in at tight head prop in the space of Mark and Akira drops to the bench. And quite a lot of game breakers in this back line, Kennedy. I think you'll enjoy watching these guys throw the ball around. I think that number 11, Severus Ondani, got 3 tries against Hudson Park last weekend. And Lima Mittelwini got a brace as well. Kai van Kappen, the Flying Dutchman, he's from Holland, so I can say that. He's also made a watch with the Flaming Ginger Locks. And shout out to his folks back home in Amsterdam. I hope they enjoy the game.
Yeah, it looks a real impressive backline, and looking forward to seeing what they can put out in front of this crowd that's starting to build up, and there's a great atmosphere, and I think that's why this is one of the best festivals around, schoolboy festivals. There's just the atmosphere that really drives a player to be able to perform.
Big crowd here today. I'd estimate probably north of 6,500 people around the field at the moment. A lot are still milling around. There are still games at all 3 of the 4 fields. There's the Northwood side. Northwood still probably very pumped after their first ever victory at Maritzburg College on Goldstones.
Yeah.
Many schools can say they've done that. And I think are really backing their chances today. I know the great coaching staff have been very nervous this week. They've ticked all their boxes, they've crossed the T's and dotted the I's. And I'll admit I don't know very much about this Northwood side, but I understand they're full of running, Kennedy.
Yeah, no, definitely. And, just hearing feedback from the excellent game against Maritzburg, that they've got some, what we call my fellow countrymen, that are some of the schoolboys that are in there. You can see Munashe there. You can tell that's a Shona name straight away. And, looking forward to what they can do. And I think this is a great platform for them to be able to showcase what Northwood Rugby and what their rugby program has been doing over the past couple of years.
Well, a few minutes ago, the great 59ers pipped Northwood 59, 36-34. Cracking game that took place on the Pollock Field on the other side of the school. So we've had a mini derby. We try very hard to do that at this festival. I know St Albans, you guys played against Graham College across the board today.
Yeah, it was an early morning game, and I'm sure some of those bodies are still sore, but they want to sit around and make sure they watch the rest of the schools, because obviously you end up facing each other later on the season, and it's quite key. But for me, it's been thoroughly enjoyable. You can see the crowds in the ground. Some of the boys played earlier, some of them played on the other grounds. It's been a huge festival, and as we see the Grey E-R-E-Y, I don't know what they call. What do they call these boys?
The cheerleaders come out, yeah.
Okay.
See the traditional aspect. We are very traditional at this school, and the men resplendent in what looks like a school blazer. They get a special tie, the cheerleaders. They get capped on stage at an assembly, so the whole school gets to see who they are. And a lot of responsibility. See Northwood boys are out of shot right now. They're on the touch line. Grey High boys coming over their stairs to our left. And North taking the field, yeah.
Definitely some interesting players. They look real well conditioned. When you look at them, obviously getting a lot of influence from the Sharks Academy. There's a lot of influence that's gone into Northwood Rugby over the past couple of years. So it's going to be interesting to see, because we hardly get to see much of them, much of their team playing.
You're seeing Kiki Daniel now part of their coaching lineup, along with Grant Bashwood, Torsten Sorensen, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Grey High School, Alan Miles, direct head of rugby at Grey, along with Björn van Eden. And apparently Jeremy Ward messaged me last night. He said, please coach, make sure the Grey Boys win. I can't have Keegan give me beef for the next 12 months. So a lot at stake, a lot of pride between these traditional schools.
Definitely.
And I think we're in for a cracker game here.
Yeah.
Grey Boys are taking their time. There we go. Theo Rippins leads his team out. Missing Fred the mascot. We discovered last year. He's been in operation since 1963.
Wow.
And going strong.
Yeah, it's going
until
strong.
he falls apart.
Yeah. And this obviously traditional.
Yeah, the war cry.
Is there a signified name for it, or is it?
The boys just call it the war cry.
The war cry. That's good enough, isn't it?
It's a lot of sort of mishmash language. There's a bit of Xhosa, there's a bit of Afrikaans, a bit of English
nice.
all mixed in. It's a source of pride for the first team guys, and they're relish doing it. Now looks like Northwood will kick off, playing from right to left on your screen. They have the wind behind them. Going into the wind in the first half, and Northwood will have to make this count. Kennedy, this wind has been influential all day long.
Yeah, and it's
not too strong for our part of the world.
Yeah,
but enough to give you problems if you're playing into it.
No, for sure, and it's about those who've used it wisely throughout the day have got the benefits from it. So, for me, right now it seems like it's favouring the Northwood side a little bit. Obviously, blowing from right to left on your screen. Let's see if Northwood can capitalise on that. Both teams will be looking for a good start here, just to settle the nerves. And that's not a good start if you were the Northwood kicker.
Big carry from Leo Wolf, the inside centre. Grey high. Mark Becher goes wide. Then what to Winnie. Referee's knocked on there.
Knock on. You just feel that, especially after a good dominating drive like that, they always look for the offload. A lot of times it's just good to hold on to the ball, because I think the crowd gets into it, and you feel that you've got to offload to almost
that schoolboy exuberance.
Yeah.
Sonny Bill Williams disease.
Yeah.
And then Northwood with the scrum in a nice position, close to the centre of the field. They've aligned more to the left-hand side. Loaded their back line. And the rest are happy. They rearrange the furniture a little bit. Chat to these two front rows. I found those chats as a player still didn't have much effect on the props. I was a loose forward. And they'd have the same attitude straight afterwards.
Yeah, no.
They want to give an inch.
It's like a call where you're asked to go and have a word with your players, and you just go walk past your players and almost just shred through. Oh.
Free kick to Gray there.
Obviously early hit by the Northwood side, and that's what the ref is signalling. Oh, great kick.
Finding a bit of space there.
That's a great kick.
Nice territorial game there from Matthew Easton, second season in the first team.
Yeah.
He's the head boy this year as well.
Oh, wow. I was about to ask you in terms of the number 10. Well,
there's that connection there. Leo Wolf riding the contact, and unfortunately...
That's the offload I was just mentioning about. It's going to be a real challenge. First throw up for the hooker. Wind is blowing a little bit.
Turnover ball.
Just as I say it.
Captain Theo Reppens offloads to Mark Becher. Oh, it's gone forward. Another fairly audacious attempt at a pass there. Probably not on. And Northwood gets to breathe again to clear their lines here.
They do have the wind behind their backs. If I was them, I'd look to clear downfield.
Well, the ref says the intentional knockdown there by the number 1. That's Daniel Wolf, brother of Leo, the number 12. Both in matric this year. That's a nice touch finder there from the Northwood pivot. Wind has picked up a little bit in the last minute or two, Kennedy.
Yeah, it really has, and you can see by the assistant touchdowns, and that's a good throw right at the back. Northwood trying to get underway and just trying to get out of their half.
Not expensive, yeah. Ref calls forward pass.
Ooh, that was marginal. Yeah, very marginal pass, and I thought it was flat at best. As the players just continued after the game, and that's the last place you want to get involved in the a couple of what's your Twitter handle name in front of the crowd like that.
That's the first time today. It's actually been unnerving to actually hear some spectators in large numbers getting behind one of the other sides. Great scrummy figure, Chlamela Klaas. He was in the SA under 18-7 side. They were victorious in Namibia a few weeks ago in the Capricorn Sevens, along with Savio Zondani on the left wing.
You need to have a steady scrum. They've really struggled to get their calls right. The ref gave a short arm on the last one. That's good.
Klaas to Easton. Short ball. Matluweni through the gap, and he's under the poles.
Oh.
Dream start here for Gray.
Oh, yes. Now that's just the start they needed. Excellent move, and just Northwood centres were just split into two. Weren't quite sure which mark to take, and it was a great try, and this is the right start that Gray were wishing for. Excellent, excellent try. It just gives them a lot of confidence going ahead.
North will be ruining that attempt to run the ball in their 22. Yeah. Give it any height here with a kick in these conditions. The ball's going to fly downfield. So Gray 5-0, and with the conversion to come, I assume it should be an easy pop over for Easton here right in front of the poles. And that's 7-0. Brusher award for some very silky skills in the midfield there by the fly of Matthew Easton, and Matluweni gleefully taking that gap in under the poles. Here's the replay.
You can see a solid set in the scrum here. It was a good clearance by the 9, and just held up gently in a soft pass, and that's good hands. And he, I think the Northwood defense was a bit indecisive, and some of them were shooting up, some of them holding back, and that's what you get. You get punished. And now only on the kickoff is he starting to use the wind that he should have used early on to clear from the half, and the wind just takes it right into touch.
That's 2 enforced errors by Northwood in a matter of minutes, and our Gray with the relief of the scrum on the half line instead of a deep receipt playing into the wind. Matluweni played the Cravenix side last year for Eastern Province on the wing. I assume he'll be back in contention again this year.
Yeah, definitely with the form that he's shown early on in the season. He definitely has to be getting a good look in. Was he involved in the SA under 17 squad?
Surprisingly not. We had 3 boys in that group, including 2 on the bench here, Locke Goliath, Latin Klebe and Savio Zondani. Liam missed out on that selection. Yeah. Refs rearranging the furniture again here.
Interesting to see how Gray have set up, with a split or 3-3. Obviously, what the 8 will be looking to monopolize the split field.
Freaking the other way this time.
Yeah.
I'll take it quickly. Lovely feature. The ref unhappy there. Damon Royal, hands all over the ball. Doesn't roll away. Damon, nephew of St Andrews College head of rugby, Andy Royal. He comes back in. He gets his first start in a first-team jersey this season. Has been out for a few weeks with a suspected concussion.
That's a good kick.
And also with a good platform here.
Chance for them to show what platform that their forwards could lay out. That's a great throw. Interesting that Gray High on competing at the back of the line out there.
And also got a good drive on here.
Oh, there was hands in the ruck there. Quite sneaky. The assistant linesman was able to pick it up.
And the ref's having a chat here. There's 3 penalties in a row here. Probably warning Captain Reppins to get his men to be a bit more disciplined.
Oh, clever.
Tap and go.
Really slow ball. There's not much you can do.
Oh, now that someone's going in the pocket, yeah.
See, immediately is digging into his pocket. Yeah, tough call. Still early in the game. Could have given, more in terms of leniency.
David Royal goes to sit down. Grey 14 men for 5 minutes. Yellow card at match of 30 minutes in length at schoolboy level. And now Northwood will want to take advantage of this, or their numerical advantage for the next 5. Keeping it close. Change direction, lovely play. Drawn pass. Oh, it's a fantastic finish. What a try. Great stuff there by number 11.
Well worked try. They identified the space. Of course, they're playing against 14 men, and they had to score without doubt. You can see here just a change in direction. They were picking and just attacking around the fringes. The key part, you can see that they identified that the blind was on, and they were able to execute. And this was great drawing and passing. He just gave him enough room to get on the outside, and that's a great try.
Great finish here, despairing tackle. Not enough, and Keen Fari gets his first.
Can they level it up? It's a tough kick, right? The far trams. He's going to have to strike it well. Obviously, make room for the slight wind that's blowing. So he would be ideally looking to push it to the right-hand side of the poles here. Can he get it right? Did start it to the left-hand side, right in the middle, and it was going to drift to your left-hand side. It was a good strike, though. But Northwood had to hit back, and they have. Still Grey up here, 7 points to 5.
Deep kickoff here, and straight back down. Good clearance. It's a lovely kick.
Yeah.
Jimmy Klaas thinking about the audacious quick take, decides against it.
That's a good kick, and I mean he sliced it just correctly to be able to let the wind just pull it against the grain, and that was a good kick. And that's something that Northwood should have done earlier on.
Yeah, for sure.
But
boys, the adrenaline's pumping early in the game.
Yeah.
Don't always listen to the instructions. Great set for the drive here. Nathan Doster controlling at the back here. Okay, some good yardage here.
Yeah.
There we go, Klaas. Leo Wolf on the break here. Mark Michal looming in support. Nice quick recycle there, Klaas around the fringe. Oh, it's a wild pass. Sondani. He's got good feet. Wide targets at the ruck. And Grove, their feet at the ruck now. Players unhappy with that decision.
Yeah, that was difficult, of course. You see Mario Kemp. Come on, Selbon. Boys, defend now.
Sorry, Mario, they didn't get it right, fortunately.
Yeah, but that was a good contesting at the breakdown there by Northwood.
Great pressure on Northwood there to force the turnover.
Yeah, and of course the pass, if it was accurate from Grey, would have gone a long way because there was a huge overlap. And obviously the wind is just blowing the pass a little bit, so you've got to be accurate in terms of how you want to pass, especially with the change of wind. That's a good throw.
Great work again at the line out. Potter loose forwards off that shorter line out. And Northwood with another nice attacking platform here. Grey looking to hold the ball up.
Going to strip the ball, definitely, without doubt. I mean, the player went in high.
It's a great turnover. And Issa with some time. Skipped it quite low. It's a great kick.
Yeah, well done. And the key to it is in this type of wind, you've got to keep the ball low. At the same time, still strike the sweet spot, and that's what he did. I mean, to clear it close to the halfway I really have been impressed by the line out of Northwood. They're playing the back ball and they're still finding the marker. That means the hooker is a really accurate thrower. Again, just as I say that, I put the commentator's curse on him.
It's Nathan Doster, the Honey Badger. Hard as nails, Mark Michal. Transition from centre last year into a flank. The boys just kept growing and growing. Nice wide ball, Leo Wolf. Kai van Kampen, Sivier Zondani. He's got room to move this man. He's got jet shoes. Pass inside, van Kampen. That's a sensational bit of handling there from Sivier Zondani. And Gray strike back for their second try. Lovely work on the outside. And the Flying Dutchman goes over for his first try in a first team jersey.
Oh, that's the best way to score your first try. I mean, it was a spectacular try. Everything was done precisely. You can see here, scrum half has been clearing off the deck really well, and this is quick ball. Again, he makes sure that he clears the ball swiftly, and that was a nice block line just to buy enough time. Just some accurate passing. A lot of the times this week, and that's a good step. And today, those passes haven't been sticking, and they stuck this time, and there he is, the Flying Dutchman signaling. Let's go. Yeah, and so they should celebrate. It was a well-worked try, both backs and forwards working in tandem. Can the head boy add the extra 2 points?
It's another lovely strike.
Yeah, real confident, and he didn't even take much time. As you can see, comparison of the kickers, he definitely knew what he had to, where he had to strike the ball. Matt Easton.
Issue of camera there, Easton scrambled almost all the way back to the half line to fetch his tee.
Yeah.
Bit of poor communication there on the bench. Luckily had enough time to put it over. Northwood going a bit shallow with his time.
Oh.
Big collision there. I think the man's out. And the ref will stop the play here.
Yeah, it was.
This could be our first blue card of the tournament. Kennedy.
Yeah, definitely a real tough collision there. Both men were looking up at the ball.
No malice there.
Not at all.
All green had eyes on the ball. I think head on hip.
You could almost see it coming up because of the pace that he was running at.
There we go again. Oh, there we go. Head on the hip of All Green from the chasing Northwood lock, and he's out cold.
Yeah.
Never nice to see this.
It really it isn't.
Had a fairly serious injury to a referee in your game today, Kennedy. I was calling that one as well.
Yeah, interesting turn of events, because next thing I just heard is a whistle trying to be blown in pain and agony. Yeah, we got Grant Oliver, Gorm Northwood. Good support here.
Seems a lot. All the great supporters are watching here at the ground. Good to have the crowd in Durban tuning in and joining us.
Yeah, definitely. SSL Rugby Live, bringing you some good schoolboy rugby. Good crowd that has gathered up.
Folks, please interact with us. Hashtag SSL Rugby on Twitter and on YouTube. And then on Instagram. And catch the game live on YouTube and on Facebook.
Yeah, it's good to have the schoolboys out, especially on a holiday. It's good to see that he stands up and I thought they would.
And the fabled blue card, we yet to see one. We heard lots about it last night from the referees.
Yeah. I think it's just so important that you can see him saying, no, I'm good to go. In modern day rugby, we can't take chances like that. We've got to make sure that safety is of all importance.
Our generation, we lost lots of brain cells, Kennedy.
Yeah, I know. We're struggling to still think out there today. the scrums have really been a mixed bag, because the ref has given short arms to both scrums. It's got to do with, I think, the calling and the timing that they're struggling with, and I hope it settles down so we can have a bit of continuity, because a lot of your set plays and your good structure play comes off scrums.
I often leave that squarely at the door of the ref,
Yeah.
because the cadence is up to him, and if the boys aren't getting it right, it's usually down to communication.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can settle this now, and spectators want to see ball moving around. We don't want to see big guys shoving each other.
Yeah,
You
no,
know, some sumo
definitely.
wrestling. See that sort of stuff. A nice scrum from Northwood. And Rippins picks up channel 1 from the captain. Slower ball, all green. Great double hit on him there by the Northwood defenders.
And they've stolen the ball. That's a good turnover. because
Turnover.
They counted it just as they went, but this could be held up. It's definitely going to be held up. Oh,
He's broken away.
how did that get out? Oh, no. He's just come on the field and he's running just
Flag.
short of the line.
Flag for a high
And
tackle there.
And again, an advantage is being played here. Northwood shouldn't panic. They've got to look to maximize the ball. That's a great run. I mean, he's just come on the field. He must have been surprised to get a ball, the back of maul, and it's a quick tap. Northwood just aren't giving Gray a chance to rest.
Close again. Northwood happy to use the heavies here. Bring him around the corner. Same side, same side. Now the backs have a turn. We'll grab it through. This could be an interesting foot race.
That's a rather disappointing option. You've come all this way right to the try line. Just as we look at the breakaway, he got a solid handoff. He was just a little bit isolated, and that's where the high tackle was. Northwood should have looked to capitalize a bit. After all that, they go and just kick a ball into 22, and now a 22 kickoff is going to be kicked to them. That's rather disappointing for good form of attack and pressure that's been put on Gray.
So Donny pumping that into touch there from behind the try line. Referee wanted to call a 5-meter scrum. Ryan from Mark, good to see you watching all the way in California. Hope you're well. And a great chance to get out of dodge. He said pumped, so that's a great strike in this breeze.
Definitely.
And also the running opportunity again. Met by a wall of Azure defenders. Nice in the midfield there.
Yeah.
And
They did lose the ball on the ground, and they started trying to put their hands there. Yeah, I'm not quite sure, in terms of their attack patterns, what Northwood are trying to run, but it's a mixed bag. They do have the wind behind their back. You'd expect them to be trying to use it.
yeah, I'd be trying to play my rugby at the half of the field. And that's another
definitely.
great kick by Matthew Easton.
He really is striking it well, and especially with this circling wind. That's a great kick. And they've got to look to set up a good drive here and not let up.
And yeah, the Honey Badger, Nathan Doster trying to organise his line-out.
Referee just signaling that they've got to have a hooker in the trams. I think they were trying to add an extra defender out wide.
And also don't contest, happy to wait to spoil the drive. It's gone down. Klaas, Easton, wide to Kirsten.
Oh,
Jared Kirsten still going. Pick up and go there by Hallgreen. And Gray centimetres away here now. And the ref has blown his whistle.
Yeah,
I think we might see another card here.
He definitely blew twice. There must be a talk coming here. I'll be very interested if he would be showing a card this early on. He hasn't won Northwood at all.
Right,
Seems like it's just a general chat. But they're opting for the scrum, and that's going to be the right call. Especially with the amount of meterage that they were able to have when the eight pick and go. That would be an option, running straight at the 10. He hasn't been tested yet, so you'd expect Gray to opt for that.
Northwood at the better of the last scrum. And
again,
another free kick.
Well, this player's really come onto the field and made a huge impact. It's breaking tackles.
And that's more like it on Northwood. Try and find some grass. It's a useful kick. Van Kampen. Oh, a wobbly pass to Zondani. He's got 3 defenders. He decides to pump it downfield. And it's straight out.
Yeah, that is
Jittery stuff there.
rather disappointing. You know, you can see the play fizzled out the moment that pass was played out. He should have looked to rather play on the right-hand side here, because there was a bit of support. Just the inaccurate passes resulted in a full kick, and Northwood again with an impressive line-out. Again, just as I said, they're going to lose the ball, but this is great running.
Damon Royal. Great offload. Northwood all over it at the break time. Refs his advantage. They pass it off his feet. That's Hendrik for Mark. Also on debut today. Grade 11 boy. Go and try to create a bit of speed, bit of tempo here. Another sensational lines on Donny through the middle. He's a one to beat. He finds class on the inside. Decision time here. Wide. Royal. Passes. Zondani. Zondani. Close to the line here. Easton feeds a pot of forwards. Great option time. Will they go close again? For Mark, he's a bit upright in the carry. Driven backwards. Class. Leo Wolf goes on his own. He's broken 2 tackles. He's over. Oh, ref says held up.
They really are putting the pressure on Northwood right now. And another score, you just feel that Grey are starting to get a real upper hand in terms of momentum here. And it's quite crucial that if they can get an extra try here.
Northwood will be a little bit disappointed that last line out to that deep in Grey territory.
Oh,
I'd rather
excellent
turn
inside
around.
pass.
Yeah.
What feet. That's been great play by Gray. And again, putting pressure right on the line. Solid hit. They're just falling off tackles. That seemed like it was dot down. Interesting call by the ref, but again, a wonderful platform. You'd be looking to get the 8 pick up and running, because he's quite explosive off the base of the scrum here. If the ref can just settle these scrums.
Another good run from Northwood. Issa goes close. Bit of magic there. The rush defense at the time up. Class. Finds all green. Oh, it's lost unfortunately by the scrum off at the base there.
Yeah, and he's been clearing from the base excellently all game, and I think he just rushed himself there. Again, I think they feel that we're getting closer to try line. We've got to rush, and we've got to try find the defenders on the back foot. But
a bit panicky there.
Yeah, in those areas you just want to almost control it and slow it down. Northwood do have a chance to just exit their 22. because they've been under pressure here for the past 10 minutes. They've been stuck in their 22.
Great crowd still in fine song here. And great flank off on the side there, not binding.
Yeah. Again, there's a lot of penalties being given away at these scrums. This time it was early detachment from the flanker.
Not a bad nudge.
Decent kick, and it just missed a young man who's got for our viewers who can't see, the ball that was kicked just missed a young man who's out here. He can't be more than 4 years old. The ball just missed him by millimeters, and that's, you know, walking with angels type stuff. But that's a good throw. And again, they're not executing that accurate at the back. Can Gray capitalize just before half-time here?
Which one is Zondani?
Oh, great decision. You've got to speed up. Oh, recovered well. They're going to look to get them into touch. Here's another opportunity to get a steady drive from a line out for Grey High to look to go into this halftime with a comfortable lead. And if they can score a try, it could be
big mountain to climb for Northwood if Grey can capitalise, yeah?
Yeah.
Time is up on both the stadium clock, and ours has gone over 30 minutes as well. Has to be the last play of the half. Has a replay of that, so Dwani with a little chip.
That's a good kick. Just couldn't regather the chip.
Great scramble D there from the Northwood fullback. Go to the back, Keegan for Nick Kirk. And they go for the drive. It's the Honey Badger at the base of the maul again. And this is a good effort from Grey.
It's good momentum.
Inching ever closer.
And it has to be.
Try time.
The Honey Badger is in. Great try and well worked. We spoke about them being able to score just before halftime. It was a well set maul. Of course, they had to find the thrower. The thrower had to find the man to start off with, and they used the option of the back ball, and that was a good throw. I think.
And Matt Easton lining up the conversion. There's a replay of that.
Yeah, that's set, and I mean, Northwood just couldn't get back to be able to counter push it. They were there just in broken numbers, and they weren't able to recover. It was Gray had set so well.
I think they expected Gray to offload off the back there.
Yeah.
Kept it in. And there's a strike. That's another great kick. 21-5, and that's half time.
Definitely. They really have put on the points when they needed to in front of their home crowd, and that's the best way. You can hear the war cries already coming out. Grey High 21, Northwood 5.
You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Now, go. Go. Now go. Go. Now go. Go. You've got the courage and you're good to go. Standard Bank, moving forward.
All right, so welcome back, folks. Phoenix is rising with the ashes in terms of UTB rugby, and in the meantime, Lita Adam has scored a try. That's 26-5 for Grey. Sustained pressure period of pressure on the Northwood half, and I think now Northwood looking down the barrel a bit, Kennedy.
Yeah, no, it's not looking good at all. You know, that's when you start thinking of the trip back home, and you're thinking, oh, going to not come in 2 or 3 days in time. But you know, Grey High have really executed when they had a chance. They've been able to execute. I mean, as we look at the kicker just trying to execute his kick so well. Will he continue in the second half? No, it's yeah, I think I'm going to stop hyping up any players anymore. Every time I give them credit, it seems like it's a bad voodoo, but it's a good start. And it's difficult to just think of what the mindset of Northwood would be thinking now in terms of they really have given it all, and it's just not coming right. And every time Grey gets into their half, they're able to score.
There's a replay again. Adam a bit lucky. Twists out the tackle, gets the arm out, try.
Yeah, it was picked up by the assistant linesman. He was able to call it, and he then just helped the ref. But this is some strong running.
Grave run the bench. That's Luntman to Nokia. Oh, short side heads, letting him down. And Northwood on the break here. Could this be their moment? Try time. Against the runner play. Poor pass by Grey. Nifty work on the outside by Northwood. And they're steaming from all about 60 metres. 28 place, or 26 place 10. With the conversion to come. Dukoza, Makaza. Yeah, the wheels there to outstrip the defence, and Grey will be ruining that. Looks like Coach Miles has emptied his bench here. There are rolling subs in this festival.
Yeah, you can see here Grey was in full motion going forward, and just a knock on there, and Makaza was able to get the offload here, was able to step on the gas, almost reeled him in, and he was just able to get away. Was able to score, and Northwood desperately needed that score just to give them some confidence, because you know they've been under the cosh most of the half, stuck in their own 22, and that was a good try. They say you use your opportunities, and a ball's knocked on, you got to use it, and that's what they've done.
Conversion, yeah, it's a tough one.
He really does take his time in concentrating for a kick. You can see he uses his full minute. It's always interesting looking at a kicker's routine, what goes on through their minds.
That's a lovely strike.
It seems like that is the kicking side, and most kickers that are kicking from that angle throughout the day have put it through, and that's another one that's gone through. So Grey are leading here, 28 points to 12.
I think it's 26. The conversion was missed, the last one.
Oh, so
it's just 3 conversions and 4 tries.
Yeah, obviously a correction there.
Kick down the middle.
Not sure if that's a player who was involved in the collision early on, who's returned after MIA.
I'd be horrified if he did.
Yeah, it does look like him though.
New energy here, and the Northwood guys rallied after that try. And to keep it close here, to get themselves in a position to clear their lines. Oh, that pass has missed everyone. And there's that gas down the side again. Lovely little stab ahead. Ref says it's in touch. There we have a flag on the far side.
Yeah. Just when we thought that things were starting to get better for Northwood. Again, just elementary errors going into touch. They've pinned them down again in their own half, deep in their own half. Grey will be looking to get ball off the top here, as they do.
Ref says play on. And the boys thought the throw was skew. Doster. Sorry, Sibahaken, my apologies. Larkin Goliath. Hagen, all green, holds on this time.
To have an overlap on that side, can they capitalize? Oh, great
Lovely rush
reading.
defense. Nokia does
Oh.
quite well.
Great reading of the rules by placing the ball and then continuing. Did Nokia.
Jared Luntman has come on the field. I think the ref has his arm out for advantage here. Easton, oh, he sees a bit of space, kicks ahead. No advantage forthcoming. Gray go back for the penalty for offsides.
And again, the ref has indicated the offside line, and that's comes from just a pressing type of defense that Northwood are trying to impose on Gray, because they know if they give them room, they've been punished, and the score shows that.
Kick for the corner.
Again, you can expect another solid drive. I wouldn't change a working formula.
It's funny, the boys will always say, let's try something else now.
Yeah,
The previous one worked.
Yeah.
Great, do that all in here. Full line. Middle ball, Luntman takes. Lovely throw from Doster, and they've set the drive again. And the ref says crossing line, changing channels here.
Yeah, somehow I had a feeling that was going to be called, because a lot of the refs have really, it seems like that's what they look out for the most, if there's any double banking. I thought the set was perfect and the opposition joined, so it's always tricky. I think they advise that you must look for those lifters who try close that gap between the sacker who's going to try sack the drive.
That's a nice kick downfield.
It's quite interesting because a lot of kicks have been going, quite straight. So I don't know if the wind is affecting the kicks as much as we would expect it, where we are positioned right here.
Better throw this time. And then run it here, skip pass. Attack the wider channels, that's some good defense there. Larkin Goliath with the tackle. Now Zondani manhandling his opposing number. Close pod here. Good carry again. That's a lovely run. Busting upfield, the new energy in Northwood since that last drive. There's show and go from the 10, he goes himself.
Yeah, it was so tempting.
In trouble here.
It was definitely tempting.
And that's yellow card for Jared Luntman.
Yeah, it's one of those where you're loose forward, you've got a chance to go at the number 9. It's difficult. Message from DJ Vesa. Come on, Northwood, he says. Well, they're making their way up in the right direction, as they've got a line out. Gray High's half, and another excellent throw, and this is some great line out work from Northwood.
Oh, lost forward. Bit of relief for Gray here. And Issa gives a bit of height, and that's going to go all the way downfield. That's a lovely nudge.
Yeah, you tend to wonder, Northwood were doing an intricate backline move when the defense is pressing up. Is it not better to just rather keep the ball in hand?
They've had a lot of success, that sort of second channel.
Yeah.
Is that part on the outside of the fly half has been finding holes.
Yeah.
Oh, the overthrow, but man at the back cleans up nicely. Pick and go. Nokia all over the ball. Another great bit of cleaning from Northwood. And again, that bust up the middle. Same side. Oh, good defense again.
Yeah, rather.
And Easton finds a bit of space, kicks very quickly.
That's a good kick. It's inside.
Nowhere to go for the fullback. Being held up here. Maul has collapsed.
Yeah, that
Decision
was
time
a
here, ref.
great tactical kick. Most times if it rolls out, you hear the crowd cheering and clapping, but that type of kick was excellent because you force the defending team to be able to make a decision. And a lot of times if you're under pressure, it's never a good decision, and that's what happened here. So you get a good scrum just 10 meters out from Northwood's try line. And with the way the flow of as the game has gone, you would expect Gray to score another try here.
Let's see if we don't have another free kick for the front row. Is engaging too early.
Yeah, well, got to get through that. It's funny enough, referees sending flank away. Obviously, numbers have to be equal.
7-on-7.
Just picking up, you can see the Northwood lock are rather tall, but he's also going in very high at the scrum.
Sibach waits to feed. Nice scrum there from Gray. Easton plays Lock and Goliath. Great feet under the poles.
Oh, you beauty. Great try.
Again, Easton sparking that. Using the decoy. Lovely pass to Goliath. That's some work to do.
Yeah.
Bit of a step himself.
But he is. Goliath with the audacious step. This was well worked try. They knew they had to get the ball. 10 just kept it just enough time. Oh, poor defense by Northwood centers. And the fullback also getting caught flat-footed. But Goliath with an audacious punch in the air saying, except for your Nick Viet, but I do. Just a bit of my Afrikaans that I learned there in the Free State. It's not that good, but as long as Goliath knows what I'm trying to say, that was a good step and a good try.
See young Connor Miles there. Coach's son taking the tee on. He's in the 9A team this year. Dad's very proud. And Gray 33-12. Halfway through the second half of the game. And Northwood with quite a mountain to climb here. I don't think we've seen the end of them, Kennedy.
Yeah.
I expect some more points either way here. It's a nice hanging kickoff. All Green pulls it in. Seabachen to Easton, and it's going on the foot. That's a huge punt downfield. That could go all the way. No, slowing down. Oh, doesn't carried.
We did speak about tactical kicking and forcing the opposition to make a decision. The ball lands in the 22. It's always positive for the attacking team, and that's what's happened here. So Northwood have to work an exit play. Are they going to run it out? Score is not on their favor, so I'd rather see them keeping the ball in hand. They do have some gasmen, and they forced a penalty here. Goliath just came around the fringes. That's just poor discipline.
Yeah, another yellow card wouldn't do Gray very well here.
Yeah.
Playing with 14 is better than playing with 13. Not desirable at all.
Funny enough, they've actually scored one of the better tries when they were down to
Yeah,
14 men. And I mean, Northwood had an extra defender in the back line and still managed to score. I don't know what the defensive coach was going to be saying for Northwood. You got an extra loose forward in your back line, and the Gray back line still manages to score a try, and there's big wholesale changes being made here.
See, Lightman returns his yellow card. His time in the Simbin is up, along with a host of starters returning to the field. The term now is starters and finishers, Kennedy. I don't know if you've used these substitutes or starters.
Yeah, you've got to be real strategical of how you work that. As we can see, Landman is really trying to just go through that ruck to get to the ball. But Northwood have said it well. Not much momentum, and it's a bit difficult when when it crumbles in that fashion, you know, it doesn't give the backline much ball because it's static ball and you're already on the back foot and you've got Lucy's plus their backline attacking you.
Hard to get it wide from that slow
Yeah.
ball. Second bite at the cherry here. Worked it in the outside and bundled into touch. See below the results of scrolling of the first team matches from day 1. Frame's been incredibly impressive against DHS. And St Andrews with a very workmanlike performance, dominant over St John's, 31-0. Queen's College, wonderful comeback. They were down 15-24 at one stage to win 46-24 against the Stallions. And then Selborne and JP, almost a test match. JP scoring right at the death to win 19-15. And here's Latin Klebe. Oh, now that looked a bit cynical to me.
It's quite interesting. The ref is not sure. It surely must be a knock-on. I mean, he's asking, is it a knock-on? I'm like, yeah.
I'm not sure it
I
took
think
so
the
to blow there.
question should have been, was it intentional or not? But with the score as it is, we can't get too picky here.
Leo Wolf. I see Leo's at 10 now. Easton's been taken off. Leo operating in his preferred position of fly half.
As it's set up, you can see that Goliath might be the option to run straight at that 10. And if he's used as a decoy, you could work quite a good move around here.
Zondani also lurking just behind the scrum here.
You'd like to see him getting a bit more ball. He's just been starved, hasn't got enough ball in hand. I always enjoy wingers that, you know, move around and get involved.
Class with the pickup. So Goliath takes it at first receiver. He's isolated.
Good contesting.
So the ball down a bit. Michal. Wolf. Oh, Zondani.
Well,
Try
again,
time.
I spoke just from the right time. I said that I'd like to see him get more ball in hand. Zondani gets another try and then gets a second try.
Snuck 3 or 4 channels wider as we were talking. And then injected some pace onto that pass from Leo Wolf.
But again, Goliath was the key factor here because he was able to get at second 2 or 3 of those forwards who were trying to contest the ruck. And that was great tunnel ball through and an extra pass, and that was key. Quick hands. There's always an open man if you can get your skills in the right way. And that's a sweet try there.
Held slow poison himself, Leo Wolf.
Takes over the kicking.
Left footer sort of just swings through the ball. It's a nice strike. Oh,
Yeah, he kicked
across the face.
more of the tee than the ball. Just a tough strike there by Wolf, but yeah, the kicking is not too important now with the score of 38-12. Grey High comfortably in the lead here. They've entertained the crowd that has come in at the end of the day. There's been some great rugby throughout the day.
That's the kickoff. Deeper this time, Reppins onto it. And the captain having a bit of a run here. Class. Mark Michal.
You can see Mikhail just running in front of the intended ball carrier. Just everyone wants to get the ball in hand now.
Class gives it a bit of a hoist here from the base of the ruck. Oh, man. All over him, yeah. Oh, Klebe finds Michal. For Mark. Class. Wide to Wolf. He looks for a cross kick. A little bit wayward. No mark called. Ref says no advantage. Great in front of the kicker there.
Yeah, that was tight. Would like to see that replay because it was a real tight call. Northwood are going to look to try and move it. Oh, that's poor play. You run right across and then play a man who's two inches away from the touchline. You give him no option. That's poor play.
It's almost sort of last chance saloon here for Northwood.
Yeah.
Throwing everything at it now, 10 minutes to go. And Mitchell Winnie struggling with his boot here in the bottom right. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's a wild throw there by Doster. And also the chance to spread the ball.
Again, a turnover. Northwood have tried to spread the ball wide in this win, and they've just been punished for it. Luckily, there was a knock-on from the base there from Gray, but
Class overreaching a little bit.
yeah, but a lot of expansive play when the wind is blowing. And funny enough, they're trying to throw the ball in the air. It just gets caught by the wind. But I've been impressed by their runners out wide.
Yeah, they've looked threatening every time they've got the ball on the outside, Northwood.
Yeah, but just haven't got it in the right places. And I mean, they're getting it deep in their 22. The last one they got that was in the half, they got they picked up a scrappy ball and scored a try. And ever since then, Gray has absolutely dominated.
Tights it out, it's back out the mouth, so the ref says we'll scrum again.
Of course, some more action coming to you live on Saturday. Some great matchups that are going to be coming through on Saturday, and I think even more of a crowd's going to come out, and be expecting supporters of schoolboy rugby to come through to Grey PE if you're in the neighborhood, or you're on holiday, or if you're trying to get away from some load shedding, come through and watch some great schoolboy rugby.
Queens and St David's Marist kick off at 8 o'clock, and then Stirling High and St Stithians, Parktown Boys and Dale, Kingswood College against St John's, Jeppy Boys against St Andrews. That's probably almost my pick of the day on Saturday. Yeah. And Selborne and Northwood doesn't get easier for the men from Durban. And lastly, Grey against DHS, and I'm sure DHS will want to bounce back after a bit of a disappointing performance today. So some good matches to look forward to on Saturday, along with all the other junior sides involved as well. Come and join us. Lovely throw to the back again from Northwood, and they set that drive.
Just taking too long at the base, not giving much option.
It'll show and go. Oh, almost snaffled by Mark Michau.
They really have put their backline under pressure because they're taking so long at the base. As Goliath takes up the contact to recycle the ball.
Gray want to find some structure again. Feeds Van Kampen this time, and he finds a decent touch.
He was just out of sight. It was 22, and
bit of panic there from the young man.
Takes it back, and he has a last chance. Well, semi-last chance with 5 minutes to go for Northwood to try and get an extra try on the board. Yeah.
Free kick. Numbers. Well, the tap and go.
Again, they just seem to be running across and just pushing the pass. You need somebody straighten, and there's one player who is straightening up. Can they capitalize?
And turnover ball.
Yeah.
Damon Royal got yellow card of putting hands in the first half. Brave enough to do it again just beyond his offline, and that's a quick kick by Leo Wolf, and he's found acres of space here. Tearing after it is Commander Klaas. Bit of cruise and zoom required here. Oh, nice feet. And also the chance of gambling here from their own half. 122. Good hands.
It really looks like he's got a lot of gas. Just hasn't got enough ball. Again, Gray able to contest at the ruck, but the ref says hands in, and they're not rolling away at the same time. There's a player who's injured, but Northwood just want to keep the game momentum going here. I think a little bit of cramp Some of the teams had to travel far. Northwood in Durban.
And that's going to be another yellow, looks like. Daniel Wolf retreating as fast as he can. The ref can still see him.
Yeah, he's trying to go and stand next to the next player with the same scrum cap, just to try.
And the ref's giving a coaching lesson here to Theo Rippins.
Yeah, a real animated explanation. It's just, you'd like to see Northwood. Again, they've had a good throw, line-out throw, and not able to find touch. Again, the wind is against them.
Klaas van Kampen. And he finds a better touch this time.
A couple of more subs coming on for Gray here.
Three minutes to go. I could take the under pressure by the jumper. Oh, wild pass. Oh, one out the back there. It's going to pay off. No.
Oh.
Mutluweni all over him. Goliath piles in two. Good dominant hits. No advantage for the knock on.
Yeah, the outside backs for Northwood are really frustrated. You can see them just shaking their heads and saying, listen, we're just not getting enough ball. Because it seems like they've got, you know, electrifying feet and they've got slick passing, but they just haven't been able to put it together. And I mean, the platform hasn't been laid by the forwards, and they haven't been able to get good momentum. But again, you've got to give credit to Gray. This has been a solid outing. When they needed to put on points, they did, and some wonderful tries scored throughout the game. Will they close off with a minute left?
Great scrum. Advantage there, done in class off sides. And off we go close here again. The barnstorming run by the tight forward. And another penalty, I think. Here we go in the pocket this time. Damon Royal. That's going to be a red card if it is him. Second yellow.
Oh. Yeah, that's rather disappointing. It's not necessary, you know, with the score and the game as it is. Not sure what the rules are at the festival about red cards. But it's just been...
probably falls in my head to make the decision, Kennedy.
Yeah.
Hard pressed. There's not foul play involved to
yeah.
spoil a boys' week, but silly stuff nonetheless. And great fielding again. Clark feeds inside to Larkin Goliath. He's held up. I think his knees touch the ground there. That should become a tackle now.
Oh, great rip. So will Northwood end this game with a bit of a flourish here? They've got one hit runners.
And that's popped out on Gray's side now.
It's funny rough. The ref is not quite sure whether to call it. He's very hesitant. You can see he puts his arm. And that's a good kick.
And
again,
surely that's advantage over. That ball's carried 40 meters in the air.
Yeah.
And then proceeded to bounce a few times.
He has been very hesitant. You can see a lot of times he gets to a play and his arms are going up, and now he's not quite sure. You'd just like to see a little bit of clarity, of course.
Coach Miles, pensive as ever.
Brains touched. I must be happy with this outing because the boys have really performed some good tries. The set phases have gone well. He was able to make his substitutes quite early. Obviously a bit disappointed with the amount of yellow cards that have gone in the game, but that's, you know, things that are fixable.
And Lantman goes to the front toe, misses the catch there, turnover ball. And Northwood with a final bite of the cherry, you could say. And they're spreading it wide again. Wild pass. It's a 2-on-1 here. A good defense from Mutluweni. And having a go again, wide again. Accurate pass. Bust up through the middle.
Again, those are the floating passes.
It's a big hit to the outside.
and you just tee up your receiver for a big tackle. And that's, you know, but again, when the score is as it is and the game is over, you got to throw that ball around, I guess.
And Northwood loading the short side here. Oh, that's a knock on, and that should be the last play unless Gray can produce something here.
I thought the ref had offered advantage, a penalty advantage. It seems to have forgotten about it. Just a meter back.
Yeah, Wolf dancing through a few defenders. Great line up to the right here. Zondani, Van Kampen. So I'll pass, and there's the penalty. And Goliath, what's he going to do here?
I would look to tap. Well,
Oh, cheeky stuff.
I wouldn't look to do that either.
Wolf's looking for the far touchline. No, taps and goes. Bun. Class, change direction. Goliath. Dance his way through.
Again, a high tackle being blown by the ref.
Class.
Surely do have an overlap on the right-hand side. If they could just get the ball moved to that area, definitely a try.
King Finnecook tightening up there after the ball popping out.
Can they identify it? There's a tunnel ball. There we go.
Skip pass wide.
There we go.
Lita Adam pops the pass.
Yeah, definitely.
And right time, Jared Kirsten gets on the board on the right wing. And
That's
at
a
40,
fitting way
43
to
points
end
to
this
12. That'll be all she wrote here. Valiant effort by Northwood has come to naught. Fairly comfortable win so far, at the end of the day for the home side. And Leo Wolf will line up a conversion here to rub a little bit more salt in the wounds for Northwood. There's a replay of that try. Class wide to Wolf, who throws a accurate double skip pass. Leads Adam with a touch, with a nifty little offload, and Jared Kirsten dots down in the corner.
Of course, he's got probably the toughest kick. And usually what happens is the kicker slots he's in, especially when he's got his teammates almost 5 meters away from him and putting pressure on him. Can he add the two? No, he can't.
That's a poor strike on Leo Wolf.
But nevertheless, that's a great game by Grey High. Northwood, you know, gave a valiant effort, but Grey High was just too strong and they executed perfectly when they needed to.
All right, that's your final score there, 43 points to 12. Great take this one over Northwood. It's caps the end. It's been a fantastic day of schoolboy rugby. Thank you very much to SSL, our sponsor Standard Bank, powered by Powerade. And we hope to see you on Saturday morning. Come and join us again for another fantastic day of schoolboy rugby. Many thanks. Goodbye.